Alright, so I've been getting asked a lot lately, ever since I started really playing this instrument, how do I do the circular breathing part? And the best way I can explain it is whenever I get ready to breathe in more air, instead of kind of using my lungs or my diaphragm to push air out, I'm just like trapping it and kind of inflating my cheeks, and with my mouth up against it, I'll use that air to vibrate my lips. I'll push that while I'm pushing that air out with just like the force of my cheeks. That allows me to breathe in through my nose. So you'll either hear me go like, or you'll hear like a quick, but that's enough to kind of get some good air into my lungs before I use my lungs again to sound it in a powerful sense, if that makes any sense. So whenever you might hear like a inside of that is me breathing inward every so often. So it'll sound something like, hold on, let me get some air out of my lungs. So this is me like using my lungs to sound it. And whenever I feel like I need to, breathe in more air is usually where I feel like my lungs are starting to like get to a certain point of, being deflated. So in that, that's when you'll hear me like breathe in quickly. But to keep it sounding, usually like it just depends on the seal or how much air I might have if I'm ready to like start from here. So I might kind of like pump in a sense, like you might hear boom, 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 but that's like me getting more air. So it's not like, and that's just me getting more pumped up before I do something more harder and powerful, and it'll just go to a steady stream of of droning noise, and I can do tricks and stuff like that. So whenever I do circular breathe, the hard part that's about the teaching aspect is people aren't comfortable with breathing in and blowing out at the same time. So what you're doing essentially is just you fill your cheeks with air, and you don't use the air, any more air from your lungs. You're just not using your lung. So after you fill your cheeks with air, what you're gonna do then is use some force to kind of pull your cheeks and kind of like push your cheeks together without using your hands, if that makes sense. Or you could use your hands and just force that air out. Just using your fingers, when you do that, just start breathing in through your nose. Just use that air and just breathe in through your nose like you're sniffing really hard. It'll feel weird, but you're not blowing out air yourself. That's just getting you used to the sensation of you just pushing air or just forcing air out. Just forcing air out. So essentially it'll be doing like, but without using my hands, I can just do it like, sorry. So whenever I sound it to the instrument, it'll go like this. So that sound before I take in the air is just me using my cheeks to vibrate, or using the air in my cheeks to make my lips vibrate to resonate the instrument. At the same time, that's allowing me to breathe in some air. So when I put it all together, I could play this thing forever, but it all depends on your seal that you have on the instrument. But I hope I could explain that really good. You know, if I didn't explain it all like a horrible explainer would, then I'm sorry. But that's pretty much how it feels whenever I play it. So